28M 24F wife went out on a date with her co-worker? Not sure how to even start this. Same as the title says, but a bit more detail. My wife went on what was essentially a date with her co-worker. She said she invited other people, even though I'm not sure that's the case, but it ended up being just her and him. I expressed how weird it was to do things one-on-one, but she said I have nothing to worry about. Then went out thrifting together, which is an activity we usually do together. Then grabbed lunch at a place I've been saying I wanted to go to, and got share potions between the two of them. The only reason I know this is because she uploaded a photo from the changing room of the thrift shop, and photos of the food, and both their forks in it together. But she did not have her phone on her, was in her bag, so she couldn't reply to my DMS. Am I being stupid or paranoid? Even if nothing happened because they had worked straight after, why am I still hurt over this? Edit. Sorry guys, I'm going to take a break from reading the comments. I'm really tearing up for the first time since I was a child that there's this big hole in my chest RN. She said I have nothing to worry about. Perhaps the most famous of last words. The shared food and two forks thing is weird and intimate. Going out with a coworker that is potentially a friend is not weird. However, doing things that you both usually do together and then going to a place you've wanted to go to, that's incredibly disrespectful. So even if she's not cheating, she's not being a good GF. That is a date IMO. It's a slippery slope. Strong boundaries are required now before this becomes, if it is not already, a full-fledged emotional affair. You have already been lied to once about the phone in the purse, so it may already be too late. Read that book, Not Just Friends, by Shirley P. Glass. Affairs do not start with sex, or even with intention or awareness. And co-workers are the #1 source of affair partners. Protect your marriage. Protect your peace of mind. Read that book together before things escalate. Even if your spouse does not want to escalate, it will. Seen it too many times. Maybe you caught it in time. Maybe you did not. Don't be a doormat, and do not allow yourself to be lied to or gaslit by a spouse. This is potentially very serious. You are not overreacting. This is unacceptable behavior. I can imagine her reaction if you did the same. Sounds like she's cheating and is daring you to notice. So that's 20 years down the drain. M39 and F38. Me M39 and now ex-partner F38 after 20 years, 3 kids, a mortgage she 100% can't afford on her own. Currently sat in my car at the local empty church car park with half my belongings in the car with me. Built up of time, my issues with kids on social media, and damage it is doing for the brain. Mother doesn't agree, and also addict to doom scrolling. I pay all the household bills. I was at breaking point with the amount of effort I was putting in and getting nothing back. So what to do and where to go? Bit late in the day to be checking into a hotel, so might just sleep this one evening out. You find an attorney. They will likely tell you not to leave the house, as that could be seen as abandonment. You don't need to solve the next 20 years tonight. Right now it's about stabilizing, not strategizing. Get a roof, food, and quiet so your head can stop spinning. Tomorrow you can start mapping the rest. It's okay to grieve even when you're the one who left. 20 years isn't wasted just because it ended, it's just finished. What you built still mattered. It just can't keep existing in the form it was. Next few days. 1. Stay with a friend or relative, not the car if you can avoid it. 2. Handle the logistics like you'd handle a business decision. 3. Don't check her socials or try to fix anything right now. You're not starting from zero, just from clarity. That's something. Your next step is to consult with a family law attorney because you will still need to pay child support and arrange a custody plan. Post this in our /divorce, there will be more information and people who know the drill there. Never leave the house unless forced by law. Get a lawyer and stop listening to other people. You need professional help on this. Never leave the house. Seek lawyer. My 21F boyfriend 21M wants me to shower twice a day. My 21F boyfriend 21M wants me to shower twice a day. Hi everyone. So for context, my boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year. Everything has been going great, and we have no real problems. But we have different perspectives when it comes to showering. So I think that unless I have been doing something active like working out or somewhere visibly dirty like the zoo, I wouldn't think it necessito shower when I get back home. My boyfriend on the other hand showers every time he comes back from leaving the house. Whether he's just going to the store or visiting friends. I think that's excessive. There was even a day he showered 4 times. He doesn't expect the same from me, but he does want me to shower at least twice a day. We live in a city that is pretty cold year-round. Am I being dramatic for saying no? As a sometimes 3-4 times a day showerer, I am profoundly mentally ill, except that my routine isn't normal, and would never weaponize my OCD to dictate what my partner should do with their body. If you were foregoing basic hygiene, that would be a different conversation. But one bath/shower a day is perfectly fine for most people. Don't placate him by giving in to his crazy routines. It sounds like he has some anxiety that needs addressed by a professional. Said with compassion, not judgment. I would not advise showering twice a day to appease it. Do not cater to his OCD compulsions. They are his responsibility, not yours. It's not good for the skin to shower twice a day unless it's very hot, or if you were doing exercise or something like that. You'd be removing natural oils that keep the skin moisturized. I don't know a single human that doesn't have mental issues, that shares or has the potential to share his perspective on the 4 showers. And I'd rather be single than have a man's mental issues dictate what I do with my hygiene, if it's not grotesque and body. You aren't dramatic to say no unreasonable requests that shouldn't even be asked because the audacity. Sounds like OCD. I need to shower when I get home or it feels like the world will crumble, and not having control of clean spaces due to a partner is really hard. Devastating sometimes. Best not appease it, but approach with grace. To me, this intense need is normal, and it's weird others don't feel the same way. Therapy helped me on mindset. My boyfriend, 25M, told me 25F, he almost cheated on me. Last week on the way home from work, my boyfriend was a little later than usual. I didn't think anything of it and chalked it up to traffic. We aren't living together yet, so I checked our Life 360 app to make sure he was safe and saw he was still on the way. In hindsight, he stopped at weird building for 30 melons, but I just thought it was a bathroom break, haha. When he got home, he messaged me that he needs to rest and he has a lot on his mind. I told him it's okay and I'm here if he needs me. Over the week, he was a reek and kept saying he needed to talk to me. I was worried work was weighing on him and had no idea. Fast forward to yesterday, he told me he cheated on me. Of course I was devastated. After more than 3 years of a happy relationship, he cheated on me with someone he met on the bus. They were looking at each other on the stop and sat next to each other on the bus. They were feeling each other up, he said, just the legs. And then they decided to go down and into a motel that was on the way. They were in the room and kept talking about their own relationships. The person kissed my BF, and he pushed them away and started saying that maybe they shouldn't do it anymore, that it wasn't fair to their S/O. The person was feeling them down there, and my BF pushed away again and left. He broke down on his way home. I know this because he called one of our best friends, and I talked to them after my boyfriend revealed everything. He said he needed a break, that he needs to understand why he was like this, why he would ever do this to me. He said he feels like he shot something so pure, dead. It hurts me so much, especially being cheated on in my last relationship. He mentioned he has no interest with being with anyone but me, but in his state, right now he thinks we need to be apart. He mentioned he feels pressured at times to be good for me, that I'm perfect. I'm really not, and he's trying hard to keep up. It doesn't even feel like it's him anymore. When we are together, we are happy, but a small voice in his head tells him he isn't, that he's toxic and will hurt me. It was so good, we could imagine our lives together, but I think that scared him. My boyfriend does have some trauma and internal problems, but I feel like we have supported each other through it. I'm a mess, and I don't know what to do moving forward. I love him very much, and he loves me too, but I can't help but feel gross thinking about him going through the motions and kissing me after kissing someone else. Could I still salvage this? I don't know what kind of person I'll be if we do. He's trickling out the truth to you. He did more than kiss her. You should get tested, because he's likely put your health at risk even before this time. What an AH. Please block him and move on. He's asking for a break so that he can have sex with this person and it not be cheating. Break up. You can't trust him. Sounds to me like an excuse to leave and see what else is out there. Have some self-respect and stop talking to this man. He has the nerve to cheat on you, then make you wait all week while he tries to come up with his best excuse why. You're not getting the full version of went down. He's a proven cheater now. This is a sign not to marry the guy and start a family with him. It will be much harder to leave then. Now he's still controlling your relationship by telling you he needs a break. Tell him you've thought about it and realize that he needs to go. Block his number after no more back and forth texts. Dump him. Make the break a breakup. It doesn't sound like he's ready for a committed relationship.